Fellow run it all. Says right there on his grill. He run it all. I have said it before and I'll say it again. Things develop quickly here. I just bought a 91 extended cab long bed Chevy truck slammed. I was just going out to dinner. But here's what I just got. It's a 91. New tires on the front. Obviously extended cab long bed. Drivetrain's killer. Rubber floor mat, my favorite variety. No back seat. Guy threw in a set of kind of generic heads and an intake. Okay. See what the number is on there. Holy crap, it's flat black. Rust-Oleum turbo cans. Yeah, they tell you 3.5 cans will do a car. Sorry for the wind. First time in the last 9 months in Florida. Well, the big old truck here takes about 6 cans. Looking good though, right? Well, got all my stuff set up. I'm at Sumter Swap Meet Sunday. Still looking kind of sus over there on the weather. Look at that sky. By the way, the stuff I got from Cleater. That right there is C5 Strange front brake kit and a couple of LS6 manifolds, one of which does not have the rails or injectors and the other one does. They both have the Corvette drive-by-wire. But first, a mellow mushroom house pizza. I am at what is traditionally a Harley meet in Webster. See just a few of the bikes over there, but every single part here is Harley stuff. And I'm sitting here with some Benelli Buzzer and Honda XR 100 parts. Also, it's early and everybody has a beer. Here's the strange part. Not a single person here has a dog that's above 3 pounds. I drove by this place on 301 north of Apollo Beach where I live called Corvette Generation about a month ago. And now it looks as though somebody's here, so I'm going to try to get a tour through here and see what's up. Well, there's a little look inside the gate. Somebody invested in a wrap and a blower. So you do 68 to 96. C3 and 4. Oh, well, you got some C5 stuff there.
Yeah.
The torque tubes.
I bought a half a dozen of them for the motors years ago, and almost everything's gone.
And you like boats.
Well, some does.
There's a, is that one of those 88 limited edition ones? The white one there?
I had 2 of the anniversary cars.
Well, no, that would have a white interior too, wouldn't it?
Well,
would it?
I had 2 of them. One was a for real and one was a
okay.
clone.
Kind of converted.
Yeah, somebody did.
I had a 94 LT1 6-speed since new and had it for a lot of years, and it was a great car.
These are 3s across the back are 3s.
Look at all of these C3s and C4s. Whew. A C3, of course, 1968 until 1982. 1983 didn't technically exist. I'm going to have somebody say, yeah, it did. There's one at the Corvette Museum. Well, out on the road, there's not any 83s. You see here what Florida does to the shell of a car? See all the moldy looking stuff on it? And all of this vegetation falls out of the trees, lands on the car, stays there and rots out everything under it. Kind of a soft spot here. 73 was my first Corvette, and that's a 73, as evidenced by the chrome bumper on the back, and it had the plastic nose on the front, the only year like that. A lot of Corvettes are admittedly very similar to the others. Oh, look at that. So I guess if you guys are looking for a C3 or C4 part, man, it goes way over there too. Do I want to walk back in here? I have a feeling the people watching want me to walk back in here. I'll come over this way. A lot of C4s over in that area. Wow, I kind of stumbled upon this. I thought it was just a shop that up in the front maybe had some, you know, mail order type stuff. But looks like they have everything here. The C4, I mentioned the C3 earlier. The C4 was built from 84 to 96. First year was an 84, had crossfire injection, lovingly referred to as ceasefire injection because it was an early attempt at throttle body injection, had 2 of them. And I've owned a couple and I thought they were decent cars, but people sure don't speak highly of them. In 1985, they went to the tune port injection engine that you saw in a whole bunch of them up until maybe 90. But the engine right after that was the LT1. LT1 was a 300 horse tune port injection, but a different style, had a different kind of intake. The whole engine was really different, reverse flow heads and all that. But the LT1 was a great engine, but it was purely meant to hold GM off. Jaguar tucked back in there, depreciating. That LT1 was merely meant to hold off everybody until the 97 Corvette came about. This is a 1974, and the reason I know, 1973 and 74, this line across here is straight. In 75, it comes up a little bit, goes across and comes back down. Looks just like the front end of a 73, except on the back has a 2-piece bumper cover. The only one that does that. It's a 74. Wow, look at all the doors. A lot of bumper assemblies. He's got it all categorized nicely. I do like it. You don't see people who specialize in 70s and 80s and 90s Corvettes anymore. 60s technically still too. Little Roadster. Oh, that was cool too. A couple of Jeeps thrown in for good measure. I like it. Wow. Cool stuff. Well, that's our trip for today. He only gave me a couple minutes to walk back through here. 69 Roadster. Wow. He said this engine is a 500 and something cubic inch, probably 540. Anyway, let's get out on the road. That guy had over 250 C3s and C4s out back. See, you look at the shop on the front, it looks like, okay, he probably sells a couple catalog items. No. Dude's busy in there. I'm gonna come back on a day when he's not actually working on a car, and I'm gonna buy some little orphan C5 stuff that he has. Dang it. I go to sell stuff and I wind up with new stuff. 05 R6. Guy dropped it in his neighborhood, real light drop in the front. Looks like about a 4 to 6 inch extension there on the swing arm. Just took off the fairings on the front. Looks like that's where all the damage was focused. I'm gonna get this thing fired up and go do wheelies.